If you'd like to be charging more for your services, spoiler alert, it's an inside job. You've got to believe there's more value there for your clients and the market to believe there's more value there. Here are the 3 shifts that I experienced to truly appreciate the value that I bring. And here's how the market followed suit. I decided to become an accountant for no good reason, apart from I thought that was the best job and the most money I could make coming out of business school. And so I decided to focus on accounting, and I wanted to get a job at a big firm so I could wear some fancy suits and go to some gourmet lunches. And I chose Ernst and Young and spent a few years there, became a professional certified chartered accountant, or a CPA as they call it now. And that was the initial leg of my career. And no good reason to be in that field apart from I thought it was the most prestigious thing to do, and I wanted to impress my parents and my peers. So I did that for a few years, realized that accounting is fine and I'm pretty good at it, but it wasn't really my passion, or I didn't see myself building a career around it. And so I did, much to the chagrin of my conservative Indian parents, I made a move and I left the big firm, Ernst and Young, that everyone's heard of, and the very safe, traditional career path of becoming a partner at that firm, which I would have been on my way to doing had I stayed. And I joined a very small, fledgling startup consulting firm run by a few friends of mine who didn't have anybody running the business side of the operation. They were all subject matter experts. We were in the education industry. They were masters and PhDs in education, and they were really, really good consultants, but had nobody running the business side of the operation. One big whale client, but thought that there was a business here that they could build. And they looked to me and said, well, you work at Ernst and Young and you've got some fancy suits and, you smooth talker, why don't you come in and build the business for us? And I said, sure. What do I know about marketing or client development or business development? I mean, how bad could it be? Right. So I jumped in, and that was essentially my applied MBA in marketing and business development in a consulting professional services context, because I, of course, knew nothing. I was an accountant by trade, and I got thrown into the deep end here, responsible for client acquisition of this firm, made every mistake in the book, desperately searched for resources, didn't find much at all, and just learned through the school of trial and error and hard knocks. Ultimately took that firm to a very healthy 7 figures, signed some very large 6 and 7 figure deals with blue chip companies, government agencies, and took that experience and said to myself, well, there's probably other consulting professional services businesses who could use some of what I did with this company. And maybe I can sell that as a consulting service. Maybe I can go out and become a consultant of my own by leveraging this experience that I have at this firm. And that's where Boutique Growth was born. And initially it was just, I went out to my network and I said, if you got a consulting business or a service business, I can help you grow. I can help you with your marketing. I can help you attract more clients. And I signed my first few deals that way, just going in and running the marketing of these various professional service firms. And that eventually evolved into the program, the training program that we call a 90-day pipeline. And we've been building that ever since.